Next fight on the prelim card, it's a women's fight. The odds are a minus 1,000-ish everywhere, so just so you're aware. Jaqueline Amorim versus Polyana Viana. We have a minus 1,000 favorite versus a plus 650 underdog. And for the sake of trying to string this out more than 30 seconds, because this shouldn't take long, I'm going to tell you guys, if you've ever watched on Netflix, there's a show. It's called The Physical 100. There's 2 seasons. And the premise is they get 100 of the most physically fit people in the country of South Korea, and they go and compete in athletic competitions. It's really neat, really riveting stuff. If you have time to watch Physical 100, please watch it. And if you watch it, you'll see like there's YouTube influencers who are fitness influencers. There's fitness models. There's Olympic gymnasts. There's firefighters and mountain climbers and all these different people from walks of life competing to see who's the most physically fit. And what you realize is the people who train like it's their life, the people who train or do things physically enduring, physically tough, they're way better than the people who just try to look pretty for a camera. Like all the online influencers who are ripped and got every muscle in the world and they're on that show, they're getting beat in every competition. They're just not real. They're fake muscles. They're not real dead. These dudes are on steroids. These dudes are doing this. They're doing that. Like, cool, man. You did 30 sit-ups with the camera rolling. This other guy climbed 3 mountains today to save somebody's goat or something. You know what I'm saying? So I bring that up because among these 2 fighters, Polyana is a social media socialite, if you will. She wants to be famous on Instagram. She wants to make money because of her tattoos and her modeling and the way she looks. And Jaqueline is just a monster of a fighter. She trains for real. She's here to win. Okay, that's the difference between these 2 women. One's for show and one's real. So we'll talk about Polyana first. Very attractive young lady, 13-7, has 5 wins by knockout, only lost once by knockout, and she wins by sub a lot. Remember, you're a Brazilian fighter. You train at shoot boxing. If you don't know, that's where Charles Oliveira and them guys train. The reality is, though, is they don't train defense, right? They just don't. So we've seen her in the cage. She wins by submission, and when you look, it's arm bars. Arm bars are very low-level submissions. You don't really get those in the UFC, or at least you shouldn't, but that was on the regional scene. She was winning on some other submissions here, but her submissions come from when she's on her back, like pulling guard. And when you're on your back and your opponent's on top of you, you're losing the round. This is not jiu-jitsu. This is real fight. This is MMA, right? So there's that. The other thing I'll tell you is there's levels to this, and it feels like she's not at that upper echelon. When we saw one of the best grapplers in the UFC, Jillian Robertson, was doing whatever she wanted to her. That's the redhead, right? Jillian Robertson's doing whatever she wants to her and eventually gets a TKO, but it was really grappling. So there's that. Lucindo here is a little dude, just this little masculine-looking dude, not a great grappler. Arm triangled her and submitted her. So when I see this young lady, she's a very good grappler. She is. But she's not real. She doesn't really want to win and be a world champ and fight and all that stuff. So I don't see how you could pick her in a million years. The best thing you could say is possibly is that her defensive grappling, because she's a good grappler, she could probably defend something long enough to make this fight go the distance. But I wouldn't bet on it. I wouldn't. Listen to what I'm saying. I would not put my hard-earned money on that at all. I don't think this fight's going the distance. I think it's under rounds all day. I think Jaqueline here is going to get a submission. This is what she does. She's 9-1. Her one loss is a decision with Sam Hughes. She's not fighting Sam Hughes. Okay? She's got to learn how to be more of a dog in striking. But when it comes to grappling, she's a mother flipping problem. Now, the last time we saw her in the cage was in September. She was tapping out Vanessa. Vanessa, I'm going to complain, Demopoulos, who we know sucks. She's also submitted Corey McKenna. These are low-level fighters that she submitted, so we need to be careful with that. She does have a plethora of submissions, whether it be a knee bar, arm bar, rear naked choke, arm triangle. She does everything, okay? So she's amazing against some scrub-ass fighters. She looks like she goes through like a hot knife through butter. I don't think she's fighting a scrub fighter. I think she's fighting somebody who's capable of rolling with her and grappling with her. She's just too comfortable on her back. So maybe we get a stalemate here and this fight goes the distance. Maybe. But obviously I have Jaqueline winning this fight. The odds are stupid. The odds are dumb. You shouldn't be betting on this at all. So I'll show you what I would do in this situation. You have Jaqueline here. It's a lock to not go the distance. I just think that the submission's there. We're going to be there for a very long time. You get a chance to get there. I know I know what I've been telling you in this video, but I already told you I wouldn't bet it. That this fight's going to go the distance because Polyana can actually grapple a little bit. She can. But I've watched her get absolutely ragdolled on the mat by somebody who knows how to grapple. Guess who knows how to grapple? Jaqueline Amorim, there's levels to this. Jaqueline Amorim's up here. She's a great grappler. Now, taking Amorim by sub is only a minus 150 payout. Listen to me, MVPs. You don't have to bet on every fight. You don't. Okay? Minus 150 payout, just stop. There's nothing there. Getting the method right and you're still at minus 150, there's nothing there. I put it here. I get this right. If it's in black, remember that's a lean. I get these right 63% of the time. Careful. All right? 63% of the time. I have an Edwards by points here. I like that one a lot more than this. Than this one above. I really like this one compared to this. But Amorim should win by sub. It's a minus 1,000. I put it in green. It's a lock. Don't be parlaying it with anything. Just leave it alone. Your friends don't know, but Rico knows.